Hello and welcome. This is rooflemonger, and my friends, in today's video we're going to be talking about assists and some specific assists. Now, as we know, the balance patch coming with Master Roshi is sometime in September, and on top of the lesser played characters in the game apparently getting some buffs going their way, we also know that a bunch of assists will also be getting some changes. Now, in this game we got tons of good assists, tons and tons and tons, right? But we also got tons of basically forgettable assists, and especially with the Season 3 patch adding the B and C assists, a lot of the B assists were just kind of like, why? C assists, whatever, like C assists are basically categories, right? Is it a beam style? Is it a strike style? They share a lot of overlapping, and with the Bs, they definitely tried, right? There's a lot of uniqueness in the Bs, but sometimes that uniqueness is just like, why'd you do this? So let's talk about some assists that could definitely use some love in the upcoming balance patch. So quickly to preface here, most of the assists we're going to talk about here are B assists. Now, some B assists are home runs, like Yamcha. His assist was legendary throughout most of the game, right? And they gave him a beam. And you could honestly struggle, you know, what do I want? Do I want Wolfang Fist or do I want the beam? And Bardock B assist, well, hey. If there was ever a winner when it comes to new assists, Bardock B assist definitely up there for sure, right? But a lot of them, maybe not so much, and that's the ones we're going to talk about. So first up, and this is one of the most immediate ones that sprung to mind here, let's talk Goku Black B assist. Cause what? Why? Now, I understand a lot of the B assists have to be kind of like reproed animations, like repurposed animations, because I guess it wasn't in the budget to redraw new stuff, but still, like, you could at least made it like the dive kick and done like a Goku Blue kind of thing, because, now, it's hard, it is hard, like, legit, like, yo, Goku Black, got a beam assist, right? Hard to argue and compare against a beam assist. So, if you already had the beam assist, it's kind of hard to run up against it. But even someone like Super Saiyan Goku, maybe his B assist isn't the best in the world, sure, but at the very least compared to his beam assist, he has a very high block stun assist with his double kicks. Goku Black, well, not so much. It's decidedly very average block stun, 29 frames. That's about average across the board, right? So it starts up pretty quick, 20 frames. That's certainly not slow, but just, it's nothing special block stun wise. Like even the beam, if we're going to go with the beam here, the beam has 1 frame more block stun, and the beam's the beam. Hit wise, it just launches straight up into the air. You're not stuck in any particularly impressive amount of frames. You just get bopped, and then you get, you get a follow up, sure, but like, it's nothing special. It is just bland as bland can be. How do you fix it? It could be just as simple as going to Super Saiyan Goku route, right? If you have Super Saiyan Goku's B assist have high block stun, give this high block stun. At least it would differentiate it in a way, or conversely, give it very, very low block stun, like say Frieza B, right? So it's when it's very low block stun, then you can do a lot of like, auto combo, grab, tick gimmicks, where you can like fit in the assist in between the auto combo hits, and then the low block stun overrides the second hit of the auto combo and runs out, and then all of a sudden your third hit of your auto combo, it works. So just to show you what I'm talking about, the enemy is set to block everything right now, and Frieza has a very low block stun assist here. And see here, he's only plus 11 versus the plus 29 we were before. And now, the setup I'm talking about here, pretty easy please. I grabbed him, set to block everything. Normally wouldn't connect, right? Even if I delayed as much as I could, never connect. But since that block stun's being overwritten by the low block stun, it works. And yeah, so basically, give this something to work with, man. Because when you compare it to a beam, and historically the beam assists are the pound for pound best assists in the game's history, right? So yeah, just give it something to differentiate it. Either higher than average block stun or lower than average block stun. Like very low, not just like 22 frames or something. Something more like this, or like Trunks' 14 frames would change the future. Just give it something, man, because next one I would like to talk about is Hit's B assist. Now this is another one when you directly compare it to the A assist, man, it just falls up short. The A assist, while it's certainly not the best in the game or nothing, it's just a reliable workhorse. Decent startup, good block stun, like average block stun basically. And the thing is, when it connects, it hits. It holds them in place for a little bit. It evens them out. That's really good for combos and all that kind of stuff. Good amount of hits done. And also, it retains some invincibility. While it's certainly not near the start of the move, near to the end of the move, it actually keeps some invincibility frames, like the actual guard breaker kick itself. So that's kind of cool, right? Like, it actually has a little bit of an inherent defensive property if you were just to toss it out and didn't get hit out immediately. Versus the B assist, which is very slow at 40 frames. Now, it does hit full screen, which is cool, I guess, but at 40 frames, like, it's kind of whatever. And it is a wall bounce assist, so that is cool. That is neat. So it'll bounce off the wall. You can get a follow-up. But this is why I have Goku and Jiren on the team right now, because, yo, they have the wall bounce as well, and they do it so much better than he does, because, man, these are just wildly better moves than Jiren's B, and by a lot. So suffice to say, at first, they both start up faster. Goku comes in at 28 frames, Jiren comes in at 35. Jiren, while not quite full screen like Hits is, also, hey, it's certainly no slouch in the range department, right? And on top of that, they keep the enemy in hit stun for a longer time. Jiren especially, because you also get that time where he's actually hitting you, right? Like, even though it's like not a lot, it's still every bit of like delay after the hit connects is that much more time for you to recognize what's going on and just have like mental preparedness to go forward. So on top of these moves being faster, on top of these moves having better hit stun for combos and stuff, they're also better on block. So Goku is above average at 37 frames, and Jiren is very above average at 43 frames, and once again, hit is 29 frames. And if you're looking for a 29 frame block stun assist, then just pick the A assist, because it's also that on top of having all these other useful properties. So it's certainly not god-awful, right? But when you put it up against the A assist, I don't think it compares at all. And when you put it up against the assist that it should be compared to, because it kind of feels the same niche, it's just straight up inferior to those, right? And doesn't even have special gimmicks like Goku sits both sides, on top of being faster and having more block stun and having more hit stun. Like, yeah, so hit B assist, definitely in need of a tune-up. Next up, I would like to talk about Cooler's B assist. Now, when Season 3 just came out, I thought, man, I had stars in my eyes about Cooler's B assist. I thought it was going to change the game. And definitely bought into the hype on that one, only for, you know, reality to kick in after a while and realizing, yeah, it's actually not that good. His A assist is like whatever. Like, he's got an uppercut style assist. It's alright for what it is. But this is just, the problem is, man, like, it's really good on paper, but in reality, the situation is not so much. So, if you're unaware of the special property, yes, his beam... So, if you're unaware of the property, yes, this can go through all projectiles, including beams. But the thing is, it can't reach full screen for one, right? It falls up short. It goes about 70% of the way through the screen. So, if you're using it as like a counter zoning measure, you've got to already be sort of close to the enemy, which defeats the point. And if you're already kind of close, it's a very slow startup. He can easily get hit by any stray button along the way and get knocked out. So it's already not amazing at what you think it would be designed to do. And once again, it's slow. Block stun wise, it's average. If you want to use it for combos, it's a little disappointing. It kind of just bops them straight up. No real amount of hit stop, like holding them in place after the initial hit. Just launches them straight up and it's just really disappointing on a lot of levels. Now, the easy answer is, if you want to buff it, make it go full screen. If you made it go full screen, like, say, the hit B assist we just talked about, then all of a sudden we got something to work with, right? But that might be a little too crazy, I don't know. So as it stands, I would say just make it faster, or change the hit animation at the very least. Like, make it a lot better for combos as it currently stands. If you want just to knock someone up, we already got the A assist, and the A assist is a lot better at combo ability, and also has the utility of being semi-invulnerable assist, just like the Gohans as well. But to me, as a Season 3 with adding all the new assists, Cooler's B assist was definitely like most hyped to most disappointed, and I really wish they would give it something just to make it really special. If you look at a team and say, oh man, Cooler B assist, I really gotta watch out, like you would pay attention if you were looking at like a GT Goku A assist or something, like something that just really owns the screen. And this, just great dreams, great potential, but didn't live up to any of it. Next up, Android 17, because what? Why? Huh? Like, what is this move even? So yeah, it's a very short range assist. Hit stun's not amazing, launches you straight up. Think about block stun? Well, think again, because the block stun is it's bad. It's below average, and it's not the good kind of below average like Frieza B or Trunks A, where you can get all sorts of gimmicks and tricks, right? It's just bad. Now, yes, if you hit with the move, you will maintain your charge and you'll get that off, right? So that's the thing. It's just like the base move where you connect with it, and then you'll get your special projectiles afterwards. So that's something, I guess, but man, oh man, just falls short of being anything near impressive, to say the least. Like, the one thing about him, his A assist, like, it's weird, especially compared to the rest of the cast, but it's cool. Like, that barrier is a real barrier. Maybe it doesn't last as long as 18s, but, like, it will function. The hit itself causes above average block stun. If you actually connect with it, holds the enemy in place, good amount of hit stop, and has a wall bounce. So, like, it's not bad. Like, it's weird, it's odd, and sometimes for combos it's a little bit difficult. But compared to the B assist, just don't understand it. If you love this move, man, let me know, please, because I don't know anyone who likes this assist. So yeah, when it comes to assist, I could use some buffs, man. Hey, this is a pretty good example. So another one I want to talk about here is Videl's A assist. In a lot of ways, it's kind of just worse Lariat, like Bardock's A assist, right? And kind of come to realize it's also worse Jiren B assist. Jiren, I was even thinking about putting this assist in the video, but if it's worse than Videl's, like, I gotta talk about Videl, right? So all these assists here, they come in, they do their thing. One of the things about them is they leave the enemy standing, which is always kind of cool for neutral purposes, for combo purposes. But yeah, so for her, it's just not as good. So if we want to compare like Bardock at this range here, it's in 22 frames, right? Videl, it's in 23, right? So it's just a little bit slower. The hitbox on it, in my opinion, is not as good. Also doesn't really have any range to it. Like, if we take a step back, she whiffs. But if Bardock were to do it, yeah, he's still going to smack you. Heck, even if Jiren were to do it, even with his, he's going to smack you, right? And he's got 45 frames of advantage on the hit. She only has 40. So Jiren actually totally trumps her in this regard. And once again, Jiren B assist, especially compared to his A assist, man, like, it's way better the A assist, right? So when she falls short of Jiren's worst assist, it basically tells me, hey, on top of Videl definitely needs buffs anyways, her assists definitely need buffs. And while we're talking on the bad character train, yo, let's talk about Android 16 and the A assist, the Hell Heat. Now, while it's hardly the worst assist in the game, they crippled it, and pretty much for no reason. Especially in Season 3 now, where we have stuff like the Bardock B assist. There's no reason for it to be where it is right now. So it does below average block stun, but not the good kind of below average, where it's very low. It does 22 frames, and the thing is, it used to be like 36, if I remember correctly. So it used to be slightly above average. And that was very handy, right? To have a slightly above average block stun assist, and now it's just, whatever. Kind of who cares, right? So there's nothing really to it other than they should just revert it. Him having the A assist, which once again, it's not like it goes full screen or nothing like a Bardock B assist, right? So him having less block stun than a Bardock B assist, I don't think is asking too much, especially because it's not like it comes out ripping quick in 20 frames or something, right? So yeah, I just think it should be reverted back to its slightly above average block stun at 36 frames, and from there, just be happy, and of course buff 16 as well. So there are some example assists that could definitely be better one way or another, right? And there's a lot of assists that could use some tweaks, to be sure, things I did not mention. And there are some, like, they're not as good as their comparable assists, like a B assist, maybe not as good as an A assist. Like, let's use GT Goku as an example. His A assist, the upward beam, one of the best assists in the game. I would say inarguably a top 5 assist, right? And the other assist to B assist, well, it's certainly not bad, right? It's better than most other assists in the game, actually. It just can't compare to the Titan of the A assist. And sometimes you design yourself into a corner that way, right? Because when you already got basically the best, why would you pick anything else? And that, I guess, is inherently a flaw of the assist system. When you have multiple assists, Marvel versus Capcom's history, same deal. There's definitely assists that win, assists that lose, and even after this patch, it's still going to be the same way. There will be assists that are better than other assists, but we definitely have some that you can really point at and say, this needs to be better than this, because, man, it just ain't doing it, and I hope we get there with this patch. So, with what we have said and gone over in the video, 1, do you agree? If not, then post below. And 2, if you feel really strongly about an assist I didn't talk over, because, there's a lot of assists, please mention it in the comments below. And let's just hope, that patch, while it's further away than we want in the end, sometime in September, even if it's at the end of September, isn't that far away. So we can just look forward to it and see how it's going to change the game. Once again, it's probably going to be the last patch we're going to get for a long time. So let's hope they make it a good one. Anyways, my friends, that's the end of this video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well. Go out and play some Dragon Ball.